Good morning and happy setting up my budget planner day. I guess that's what we're going to say. We are going to set up my 2022 budget planner, and it is going to be different than it was last year because this is going to be a video that I come back to every single month and we set up the new month together. So if you have not been following me along my budgeting journey, let me say a few things before we get to setting up the budget planner. This is the 2021 budget planner. It is a notebook. It is not a planner. I used to use the monthly planner, and y'all, it was just way too much bulk for what I needed. I don't do any major budgeting. Now, if you saw my video yesterday, if you haven't seen my What Do I Do video, my life update, I'll put that in a card above. My budget planner at that point, if I do go in one direction, may change a little bit, but I'm going to take you along that journey. So we are going to set up a notebook. This is the Erin Condren Petite Line Journal. Y'all, I think it costs $10. That is seriously all I need, and I put it together myself. Now, I will tell you this. I know I'm going to get to it. I like to talk a little bit at the beginning. I've had people on my budget setup videos like, what in the world? And I haven't posted it, but this isn't a budget planner. Budget planners are not all the same. They're not all created equal. There's not one way that you set up a budget planner and then that's the way that you're supposed to do it. A budget planner is different for every single family. Just because I set mine up this one way does not mean it's going to be effective for you. I have taken bits and pieces of different things, like the Dave Ramsey, I do his debt snowball, and I make my budget planner work for me. It doesn't have to work for you. So this is how I do budgeting. I do not do a zero balance budget. We have done that before and it did not work for our family. To set up categories and say you've got $300 for groceries and this much for gas, that did not work for us, and it was a lot of work and we did not have the time to devote to budgeting in that form. So my budget planner, this is this year's, and I'm going to take you through it and share with you the sections and all of that, and then we are going to set up this together. So this is one I'm going to use this year. This is the Petite Line Journal from Erin Condren. This is what I use every single year. I got this during the, I think, the Black Friday sale. So this is the Hello Kitty version. Y'all, this is it. This is what I use right here. There are 80 line pages. So that is it. And this is not bulky. I can put this in anything and make it work. So I do have a financial pouch. And this goes everywhere with me. So this is my financial pouch that I'm using right now. This is a Stony Clover Lane. It is the Molly from American Girl print because it looks like Christmas. I have one of these in my bag at all times. So this has my, see, this is what I have in here. These are old, so I don't use all of these, but I have one for my brand, and then I have one for the checkbook registers. So I have a checkbook register for my brand, a checkbook register for my personal, and then I have my budget planner. And then the other two that you may have seen floating around in there were old checkbook registers, but things that were still coming across bank statements. So this is what we're going to use in just a minute. So you can go to Walmart, you can go to Dollar Tree, and you can make a budget planner. So you do not have to have anything high-tech like I'm about to show you. So my budget planner is set up in 3 different sections. So we are going to set up those 3 sections. So this is my first section here, which is my debt snowball. And y'all, I'm going to be honest, my debt snowball, I'm going to set up these pages, but they are going to be not so filled out because trips right now, with the current state of the economy that we are in, we don't have enough to pay off trips and pay off credit cards and all of that. So it's probably going to look just like this or really similar. So Kate does cheer. So there's trips we have to make. So it's not one of those things, oh, you couldn't take those trips. No, we have to. So we have, I think, 3 right now. We'll get into all of that. So this, I actually have sticker sheets that will be available in my shop January 6th. That's going to help set this up. So this is what we're going to use for that. And then next year when I'll come out with a different style. So this is this year's. And this is the first section, is my debt snowball. Then we're going to this section here, which is what I call my bill trackers. I decided to do this to keep up with bills every single pay period. So right now I get paid twice a month, the 10th and the 25th. So in this budget planner, there will be 24 sections, 2 for each month, for me to write down my bills that I pay for that month. Now here's the thing, the only ones you're going to see me set up right now are January. And that is because I will come back in February and we'll set up February together. So this sheet is available in my shop. Right now on January 6th, you can buy this one, February, and March. So at the beginning of every month, I'm going to come in and we're going to set up the next month together. So we're going to kind of make this a set up your budget planner throughout the year together. So this right here should be able to cover me for the 10th and the 25th of each month. So y'all, that goes on through here all the way through December. So then December 25th is the only one I have left for this budget planner here. So this week I will sit down, because I'm not doing this on Christmas, and I'll put amount, I put the accounts that I'm paying and the amount for each one. I cannot tell you how many times I referred to this for electricity alone. Like, my electricity bill. Like, I'll tell you, I think it was August, we had the highest electric bill we've ever had. So I was like going back, seeing how much difference it was from the beginning of 2021 to August. So that is this. Now, that's the second section. So we've got the debt snowball, we have the bill tracker, and then we have the section in the back, which I call individual accounts. So as you see, and I'm going to share this with you because I don't really care, to be honest. So cheer trips, look at all this. Disney trip, look at all this. So all of this kind of flooded into this. So I will probably put cheer trips. That's probably the only one that I'm going to label, because that's the one that we're going to be focusing on, because we have a trip in, I think, February, March, and April, and possibly May. We'll be going to Biloxi, Branson, and Orange Beach. So we save for each one of those trips. So that is what our snowball goes to every single time. So it's not to pay down debt, it's to pay on trips, so we don't have to pull from our savings and all of that for those things. So y'all, that is seriously what all of this is. And that is all for the back of the budget planner. So that is it. So this is the way that we are going to set up the 2022 budget planner. And as you see, look at this, I've got Mickey confetti everywhere. That stuff, I thought it was a good idea to use it, and then it attaches to everything. Okay, so that is the way that we're going to set up the 2022. So here is the 2022. So the common question for today is going to be, what do you use a budget planner? And if you do, what do you use as your budget planner? So let me know that. And then also, second thing, I have started budget stickers in my shop, and I would love to know what stickers that you would like to see budgeting wise. So definitely let me know that in the comments below. So right now for budgeting, we have the Snowball Sheets. So these come as a set. So this is what I'm going to use for that first section to set up my debt snowball. All of this will go on one sheet, and then we'll use this sheet here. So I'm going to come out with 12 of these, and then next year in 2023 I will add a different color palette, so you'll have this one and another one, and then so forth. Okay, so I hope you couldn't hear my computer. Oh look, I hadn't even opened this up, I just grabbed it out of my drawer. Okay, so this is going to be the first section here. I'm not doing anything over here. Probably what's going to end up happening over here is what I did on last year's that I had to cover up. And I end up like jotting down little pieces of paper and taping them to where it has my accounts, my passwords, and usernames, because I forget that so often. Okay, so this is where we're going to do the debt snowball over here. So these are the sheets that I'm going to use for that.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself. Rock Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
Alright, that took a little bit longer than anticipated because I forgot I had to get out my label maker and do the little headings, which I could have written it down, but my handwriting is horrible. So, and then I ran out of label tape, so I had to get another set. So, this is probably hard to see. Hopefully not. But, so, and then, look, it's like crooked, but you know what? It's okay. It is okay. It serves its purpose. So I will link this. I think this is in my Amazon storefront. So I will put this in. If it's not in my Amazon storefront, it will be by the time this video goes live. So that is in my description. Usually everything I use, I put in my Amazon storefront for y'all to check out. So this, I love this label maker. It was super inexpensive. You can get different label tapes to go with it. So highly recommend it. So like I said, for the first one here, I have cheer trips. And let me mention this before I get to it. Y'all, these can work in any planner. So I actually used the 7x9 Erin Condren notebook, and I set up a mock-up for that, and it worked fine. So I just decided to use mine in this notebook, so our journal, petite line journal. Yes, that's it. So for the first one here, I have cheer trips, which I've talked about several times. It's hard when you're trying to save up for something like that to actually have a savings or to pay off debt. So that's something that I realized a few years ago. So that's why we have cheer trips. And then vacation. Vacation, we are going in July, the week of the 4th of July. Normally we go to the beach. This year we are doing something totally different. We have rented a cabin in, I think it's Seaverville, Tennessee. And they have tons of different things to do. They have water parks and all of those dinner, theater type things. And we just decided to do something different. So of course I'll take you along with me. So that is the second one. So after these two are taken care of, we're going to start tackling my credit card and my husband's credit card. I'm not sure what order we'll go in, but they're there. Now that is something we may or we may not get to. And I've just had to realize that my husband and I do not have major debt. Like, we're not thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. We do have a little bit on credit cards because of the state of the economy right now, and y'all, prices going up, and doctor visits, to be honest, when you go to the doctor and they make you, our insurance is not great. And our deductible is very high. And so when you go to the doctor, they're like, you hadn't met the deductible, we need you to pay $150. And who has $150 in this state of the economy right now? I know we don't. So we usually have to pull out the credit card. Armani's been, before he passed away, he had been to the vet. Bella's been to the vet. Then when we had to put Armani down a few weeks ago, that cost money. So everything, we were not prepared. And you could say, well, if you had an emergency fund, you're right. If I did have an emergency fund, but it had ran out. Life happens. Life happens. So, that is the first section there, the debt snowball. So now we're going to move to the account section. So we're going to set up the first two right here. And I probably need to, no, I'm not. I was going to put a little marker on the side, but no, I'm not. Because that's going to be a ton of little tabs. So we're going to set up January. So we'll have the 10th and the 25th for January. And this is my bill tracker. And this section right here, this one sheet here, which is in my shop, will cover this and this. So it covers 2 pay periods a month. And I know I'm rambling a lot in this video. This right here, I was happy that I have a little bit of extra because these right here are gonna go on the back when we do the individual counts. We're gonna do the cheer trips at the back just so I can show you how to set that up. So this is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna set up our bill tracker, and as a reminder, so we're gonna set this up and this it. So the 2 for January.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now.
Okay, so we've got January set up, and as you see, I always say this in all of my planner videos, I think. Y'all, my planner is not beautiful. As you see, I did not line up those little dots perfectly. After I was done, I was like, maybe I should have gone against that little edge and I would have gotten them all straight. But I didn't, but it's okay. And then this one I did a little bit better. So maybe by December I'll do a better job. So we will see. So I did pull the little quote stickers over here to put on the end. Just as little, y'all, I like to decorate. So I'll probably go back and add a little bit more decoration. But I have all of these left. So here's what I'll do. Like as we go through, I'll probably stick this in the back of this little journal here, and as I go through, if I need to write a check number down or anything like that, I will have these available. So this is what I have left after I did 2 sheets, January the 10th and the 25th. And look, I didn't even do that straight. I should have done that in the center, and I didn't, but it's okay. So we've got account and amount. Account and amount. So then February. So let me share with you what February looks like, and then March. So these, and then I will have April, May, and June. And you know what? I have those. Let me get those out. So I try to do something different with each month. So January, you saw that one. That's what I just used. Here's February. So next year I plan on adding new color schemes for each month as well. So this one will be available, and then I'll have another one. So this is February's sheet. Then here is March. And then my new ones for January, everything will be available on January 6th. This is April. And then May. I love May. May. And, oh, I love June too. And June. So all 6 of these will be available in my shop on January 6th. So you've got June, you've got May, April, March, February, and January. And then the next month I'll add the next 3 months. So here's the thing. You don't have to use sticker sheets for all of this. My handwriting is just really bad, so I decided to come up with sticker sheets for mine. So that is the way we will do this every single month. So we'll kind of have a check-in, and then we'll do February through December. So that is February, March, and then we're going to go to the individual accounts in the back. And I'm going to try to use some leftovers that I have here for that. We're going to see if that works out. So for the individual accounts, I basically go through my debt snowball. So this is last year's, or actually this year. So it says cheer trips, Disney trips, and credit cards. So if you look here, we got cheer trips, Disney trips, and then credit cards. And then I put some extras back there just in case. I think I did my tax refunds and stimulus and all that in the back. So the only one I'm going to label right now is cheer trips. And this is where I made the mistake in 2021. I should have just did one, and then once I moved to the next one, did the next tab, because cheer trips ended up flooding over into Disney trips. So it ended up becoming the same thing, and then the tabs became worthless. So everything was basically in one thing. So we're just going to do one tab today. So y'all, these, I don't even know if these are available on the Erin Condren website anymore. If she has the monthly ones, I had this idea. I did have those out. Let me get them out. I had this idea because I had these in a separate area than I had the others. I even came up with this. I was like, okay, so I got the monthly tabs here. If I can't find these, then what I'll do is I'll just put a little label over the month and I use it. All right, now there we go. It's still not perfectly straight, but it's okay. So now we're going to put it over the one I just screwed up. Voila. And then this goes on the back. So this little tab hugs the page like so. So that is what you see when it is shut. So let's do that. So here's the little monthly things here. So I'll keep these out and let's mark the January. Oh yeah, that looks good. And then as February, so next month when we come in and we do February, we'll put the little tab down for February and so forth. So I'll be interested to see by December how thick this thing is. Having nails would be very beneficial right now. Okay. Okay, so yes, that looks really good. So there you got the January tab and you've got the cheer trips at the back. So yes, that does look good. So then we'll have February and so forth. So next month we'll come in and do the February and I'll update you on the cheer trip stuff. So now last thing I want to do here before we get finished with this video is I want to share with you how I'm going to set this up. So I do have leftovers. So we're going to use these leftover strips here to set this up. Okay, so then see how big, see that's a lot bigger. So that will go at the top. Oh, it feels good to have this almost completely set up. Yeah, just as a little accent. And then we will add a little, use a star, do a little star on the side. Okay, that looks cute. So it doesn't have to be perfect how this all works. Okay, so we've got 5 sections. So I am going to, so we've got a date section, so date, beginning, payment, ending, and notes. So then I'm going to take my ruler. So let me get a ruler. Okay. That looks good. I did good. Okay, so we're going to put date, beginning, payment, I'm going to put deposit payment, ending, and notes. And voila, that's how I do it. Nothing fancy at all. Date, beginning, deposit, ending, and notes. So with the very beginning, I will just put the amount right here if I have anything, which I don't think I do. And then we'll just go from there. So you guys, that is how I set up my budget planner. So I'm not going to do any other sections in the back this time because I screwed myself up in 2021. So let's go through and I'm going to share with you. And I'm sorry if this has been long and rambly and all of that, but I wanted it to be real life and I wanted you to see the process that I go through, the mess ups and everything while setting up my budget planner. And it feels pretty good to have this done. So I need to print myself a little budget planner sticker here. I might do that before February. Okay, so when you open it up, that first section is my snowball. So in my budget planner, my first section is always my snowball. So this is where, if you don't know what a debt snowball is, I will leave my video where I discussed all that in a card above. So this is what the debt I'm tackling and all of that for the year. And like I said, trips come first before paying off debt because we have to have money for those first. And the way that we've had this money is we've gotten some things paid off. Next section is my bill tracker. So I get paid twice a month right now. So we're going to have 24 different pages for this. So you've got the 10th for January and the 25th. And I have those sheets in my shop. My shop will open back up on January 6th. And the Snowball pages that are looking like mess right now because I'm finished with them for right now are in the shop as well. And then we're going to February. So at the end of January, I will probably come back and we will set up February. And then on, and we will do that through the entire 2022 year. And then we go to the individual account. So I did put a tab on the side for that says cheer trips. And I did do the tab for the month, so January. So we'll do February for February and so forth. I'm hoping it doesn't add a lot of bulk to my planner. So this is the cheer trip section. Once I get all of that paid, then we'll go to vacation. Then we'll go to those credit cards if we get to those. So you guys, that is my budget planner. It is that simple. This goes everywhere with me. It is truly beneficial to me. I know this system may not work for everybody, but it works for me. It took me a while to get a system because I had it in my brain that everybody needed to do their budget the same. And then once I got past that concept, it was a lot easier to do our budgeting and our bill tracking. So in the comments below, I would love to hear two things. Budget stickers that you would recommend, and the second thing is, do you use a budget planner, and if you do, which one do you use? So I will be back in February to do a little check-in and to set up the February bill tracker with you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. By giving my videos a thumbs up, it shows YouTube you're engaged and you like my content, which means they'll start suggesting it and recommending it to more people, which means our community will grow and will continue to spread positivity. Also, I hope you hit that red subscribe button to become a part of our community and our mission to get organized on a budget and with a plan together. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.